Good morning. We're not going to turn that off. We just turn off the volume. My name's Dan Urowski. I'm the field service engineer for New Jersey, the Jersey Shore, and Staten Island. Our goal here today is to assemble 3 vocational schools, automotive schools, 7 dealerships, and 2 institutions, which is UTI and Penn College. And the goal is to hire you students now with the hopes that you go away to school in September. And while you're working at the dealerships now, you could start your studies now. You could start all your web-based training. Can I see a show of hands of dealers that pay for web-based training? Okay, so this means that you'll take your web-based courses, which is part of your course curriculum, and get paid for it. Then when you go to college, you'll have more time on your hands to concentrate on your studies and your labs and other things. But, you know, we like to have fun too. Anyways, this is John Biscardi. John really stepped up from the Ocean County Vocational Technical School program. He's the principal of these schools, vice principal. He's in charge of all the automotive programs. He stepped up. He put 4 teachers here today, which is Marco Esposito, Craig Cullen, Lou Gavain. Where's your hand, Lou? All right. And where's Jay Hugh? Okay. He brought in substitute teachers for these teachers so they could be here to help you through this process. He also bought us lunch. So let's have a hand here for Mr. John Biscardi. Plus he put the whole thing together. Is there any parents here today? Can I see a raise of hand of parents? Did anyone bring their parents? Let's see the kids. Raise your hands if you brought your parents here. All right, I brought my parent here too. Dad? Okay, so if you parents have any reservations of putting your son or daughter into the automotive field and you want to talk to somebody, I've been in the automotive field for 35 years. I started in 1981 at Irwin Lincoln Mercury. I was so passionate about being in this business, I used to wear my shop uniform to school my senior year, so I get to work right away. You don't have to be like, I used to have, you know, the top of a small block Chevy in my closet, my bedroom closet as well, but that's all right. So we're going to continue on. My supervisor just came here, Ken Goebel. Would you like to say a few words, Ken? Because I'm buttoning up with what I had.
Actually, no. You go ahead.
Okay.
All I'll say is we have a tremendous need for qualified technicians in the field. It's a great opportunity.
Yeah, Ken's got 2 sons that are in business school, and he's scared right now because he knows that you students will have a better opportunity of landing a job than his kids will.
Yeah. So since he's giving me that lead, and I'm concerned 2 kids coming out of college, they're going to be on the street with a bunch of other people who are walking around with general business degrees. And they know a lot, but they don't know how to do a lot. And the skills that you're developing are tremendous skills. They'll help you in so many different ways. And when you have skills like that, then you're just in demand. And as I said a minute ago, the streets are full of college graduates who have a lot of information, but they can't fix things. They can't make things happen. They can't do things with their hands. And that's where the real shortage is.
Okay, just to put in perspective, you guys are going to be, guys and girls are going to be high school seniors. You're going to command $8, $10, $12 an hour as apprentices. You're going to work with senior master technicians, somewhat that are similar to your teachers because they were all senior master technicians. And then you're going to go away to college. And once you go away to college and you come back, as you keep coming back, if you go to Asset, you come back every 6 to 10 weeks. If you go to UTI, you're going to come back after a year and a half. You're going to command a great deal more money. My daughter is a marine biologist. She measures fish. She's a junior. She's getting $13 an hour. Okay, you're going to be head and shoulders above her in pay. Her friend is going to be a vet, and she's in a spay-neuter program at a local veterinarian. It's not a very pleasant job, but she gets paid $0. just to put you in perspective of where you're going to be and what your job will command. John, you want to say a few words to the students?
Sure. So good morning, everybody. First of all, again, we appreciate everybody coming out today, especially all the dealership personnel that are here. We have service directors, technicians, representatives from Ford Motor Company. Very happy to have everybody here, and this is a tremendous opportunity for our students. We stress, obviously, as a school, our biggest thing that we stress here is education. And having been in the automotive field myself for many years, and I taught automotive technology, for those of you that don't know that, I know what it takes, constantly being up to date, constantly getting trained. And in this day and age, as most of the people in the field can attest, having the skills to properly diagnose cars, especially with electrical, as everything is being computer controlled and in that direction, you can't hurt yourself but to educate yourself further. And this is a tremendous opportunity to get yourself a foot in the door in a dealership, work under a senior master technician, and expand your education, in the direction of working on Fords through the Ford asset programs. But again, Dan has been instrumental in making all this work. Many emails and phone calls, but I'm happy that we're here. And I'm excited to see everything that happens today and have all of our students have the opportunity to interview and move forward in their careers.
This is really unheard of. If you go to the other Penn College presentation, there's nobody there offering somebody a job, I'll guarantee you. So this is huge. All right, right now I'm going to introduce all the people from Ford Motor Company that are here. If you guys can come on up as I call your name. Starters, I got Ken Goebel. He's my supervisor. I got Bill Carpenter, who's an FSE north of me. Bill is a graduate, and we're trying to stress, post-secondary study. He's a graduate of the Chrysler CAP program, Mercer County College. He's a graduate of Penn College, 4-year program. Then we got a child prodigy. This is Paul Peters. He's our technical career entry program coordinator for the Northeast region. He went to Asset Morrisville, and I don't know where you went for your secondary schooling.
No, I was actually at Morrisville as well.
All right, so he's a SUNY student, but anyways, okay. Awesome. You go to Cape May? I'd love to go to Cape May. Okay, I don't think I missed anybody, did I? Oh, Ken Kowalski. Oh, Ken's great. Ken works on capacity studies. Ken Kowalski works on, we've got 15 dealers that surround Manhattan. And he works on making them as efficient as possible. The latest project he has right now, and you service managers may want to ask him, is putting 2 men to a works package to get a works package done in what, 12 minutes, 18 minutes, something like that? Plus he brought some of this stuff for your goodie bag, so he's a good guy to know. Okay, right now, I think we're going to move it on to, I think it's time for Chris and Brendan. These are 2 former asset graduates. They came out of, Chris, you went to Asset in Old Bridge, or where?
I went to Asset where you started.
Oh, okay, the Edison Assembly Plant. I worked at the Edison Assembly Plant for 10 years. I supervised and launched the manufacturing of 1 million Ford Ranger and Mazda pickup trucks. So if you have any Ranger or Mazda pickup trucks questions, you can ask me. So can you come up here? And Brendan went to Marco's program down in Waretown. So like right out of your backyard. Here, put that on your collar. Put that in your collar.
Did you bring my cue card?
No, I didn't.
Go ahead.
How you doing? Hi, I'm Brandon Fernandez. I started much like you guys are. I started fresh out of middle school, went into the vocational program, did 2 years, freshman up, and then I went into Mr. Esposito's class, did 2 years there. I was a classified student. I was thought you're never going to go to college. You're never going to, we're going to prep you for hands-on stuff, that's it. Then I had my dad going to a local Ford dealership. Said, oh, we got a great program. We got one kid here who does this. It's called Ford Asset. Have him go down and talk to him. Talk to this kid. Kid was just like me. Not good with books, not very good with hands-on, stuff like that. I'm like, all right, I'll give it a chance. Went out to Gloucester County College, the Ford Asset program out there. Mr. Blake was my professor out there. Started reading about the program, and it's all hands-on automotive related. Basically, you read about it half the day, you go and you go and show it on the car, hands-on. Then on the college side of it, which you're getting a college degree out of the program, which is great. You know, you're basically going over to the college. Every class you take is automotive related. So your math, it's all about measurements, tools like that. History, they're teaching you history of Ford Automotive along with other history as well. But it put you so much higher than if you just went and on your own to a backyard shop, started working hands-on. It's a great experience, but you don't get that added benefit of coming out with a college degree, which is huge. Nobody can ever take that away from you. Something you have for your whole life, that you come out working in a dealership, you're that much higher above Joe Blow off the street coming in, getting a job. They're going to value you more as an asset student because you're certified and you have that greater experience under your belt, showing that, you know, I put the hard work in and they're going to pay you for it. It definitely worth looking into it. So it's helped me out a ton. I've been at a dealership now 10 years and I've only gone up since I've started. You know, there's no going back. And even when times get slow, being a certified Ford technician, you're much more valuable to the company. To where, say you're getting slow and the shop is, you know, there's no work in the shop. They're going to keep you around versus, you know, somebody who's just changing oil all day long, because you're a much more value to the company. And it pays off. So.
That was perfect.
Yeah.
I too was a classified student, and I found a vocational program, and I graduated from this vocational school in 1992. It's a long time ago. Then went on to the asset program because my father worked in the automotive industry, and his always said, I don't want you to do this, but if you're going to do this, you need to do this 100%. And the asset program or any of the secondary schooling, 100% is the way to go. And as Brandon said, yes, you are needed, and you will be kept, and you will be valued. And not only at work. I mean, there's not a family dinner, there's not a family function. I mean, we have, you know, I have relatives that are pharmaceutical this and lawyer that or whatever. You know who gets all the questions asked when we're sitting at Thanksgiving dinner? Not them, me. So your popularity with everybody.
Oh yeah, everybody wants to talk to you.
Because it may not even be with cars. You know, my heat's not working. What do you think about this or whatever? Because you have the ability to do that. Growing and further your education and getting everything you possibly can as far as certifications go is crucial and in high demand for all of us, all of the dealers. I mean, every day we are looking for somebody it's an investment for everybody. And we need you, that's for sure. Going forward, I think it's a great opportunity for everybody. There's a lot of places around this in Ocean County, Monmouth County, whether it be with Ford or any of the manufacturers. There's definitely an opportunity for everybody. And, looking forward to seeing some of it for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Good, Dan?
You guys have any
Questions?
Okay, next up, we're going to have Jeff Janikowski from Penn College and Robert Henkin from UTI, who's the local UTI recruiter, and Paul Peters talk about TCEP, Asset, and UTI.
Hello, everyone. I'm Paul Peters, as Dan introduced me. You guys all hear me all right? Good. Well, I'll leave you the slide set up with a couple things that, although, you know, the message is going to be very similar from everybody, that it's an opportunity. You know, if you invest in yourself, it's going to pay off. That's been very clear. I think about myself and really, you know, advice, if I could go back and give myself advice 10 years ago when I was sitting in your place, there's two things I would have said. And the first would be, you know, challenge where you are compared to the people you're going to school with right now. And what I mean by that is not, you know, go and actually make it a, you know, head-to-head thing. Well, what are you doing? But think about where you're at. How much investing in your career in automotive would cost compared to someone, you know, that might be going on a 4-year general bachelor's, liberal arts, computer science, what are they investing, and how hard are they going to have to look for a job when they get done with school? And the alternative being here is you've got some cheaper options, and you're going to have jobs looking for you because they're here today. So that's the first thing I would say is like challenge you compared to other people that you're going to school with. The other thing I would say is challenge. Kind of basically, there's two things that I would challenge as far as the industry. When you talk to people that are in the business, some people when I first started in the shop told me, this is really tough to make a living here. You sure you want to get into this business? And it's discouraging. But within 3 months of working there, I realized those guys that gave me a hard time, you went to their house, they had a boat in the driveway, a camper in the driveway, and they owned their house, and they had a happy family. And if you asked them, they wouldn't do anything else because of the freedom of the job, being able to work with their hands, address customers' concerns. They loved it. So that's the other thing is I would say, make sure you look at the big picture. Try not to let people discourage you. If this is something you like doing, you like working on cars, it's a great business, it's a great career. Whatever you put into it, you're going to get out of it. So with that, go next slide. So why are we all here? Main thing is car business has been growing for at least 5 to 7 consecutive years. With more cars on the road, more cars to be serviced. The other part of it is we got a lot of people, baby boomers, that are going to be retiring. Basically, in the future here, 17% expected job growth for service technicians in the next 5 years. So that's huge. That's what you're going to get into the field in this time. That means where we're at now, there's going to be more demand. Next slide. Career entry programs. That's what I kind of specialize on. I guess the bridge between Ford and some of our schools. Basically, what a career entry program is, we have 3 of them. FACT, SET, MLR. I'll get into them a little more on the next slide. But really, what it comes down to is there's 2 ways to become a valuable certified and senior master valuable technician and a dealer. The first would be to get hired into a dealer, and the dealer and you make a plan to invest in your time, and then you do training in the dealer through Ford, and then you go out to a Ford location, which in our scenario here would be Yonkers or Philadelphia, and you get classroom training back and forth while you do the web-based in the dealer, and it can take roughly 5 years. So the other alternative is the career entry program gives the student the same credentials that they get through the company, just at an accelerated pace. So the reason those credentials are important, as you heard before from the technician, it makes it valuable to the dealer, but the real reason why is they can't do repairs on certain vehicles and get reimbursed by Ford without the training. So it's a key factor there. Next slide, please. So the first of our programs is a 2-year Associates Applied Science, which you heard a little bit about from a couple people that went to it. Good program, but it's a big commitment. There's the 2 years, and when you come out of this, you can have every certification, or the possibility to get every certification Ford has. The only thing that separates this individual from becoming a tech or a senior master is experience and time. So right now, there's one of the asset schools from Pennsylvania's here. There's also one in Southern Jersey and one up in Morrisville, New York. Next slide, please. The other is with a partnership with UTI. We have the Ford FACT program. It's a little faster paced. It's a certificate program. It's 12 months, and then a 15-week Ford credential program at the end of it. But in those 15 weeks, on top of the base automotive, you can get up to 70% of the certification. So it's very fast paced. I know UTI is very stringent, but it's one way. Another way that we leverage, be able to, like I said, not spend those 5 years or so getting trained at a dealer. On this slide. And then last is our maintenance and light repair. So that is just a 12-month program, automotive based, and then within the program, there's no add-on modules or anything. You're going to get about 25%. You're going to get within steering, suspension, brakes, and electrical. Basically, is where you're going to focus on the things that you need to be able to do general service. What's from a maintenance is we're talking about steering, suspension repairs, alignments. The general stuff, not heavy mechanical repair. Next slide. So where it all comes together is, although right now you guys are already interested in automotive. You wouldn't be here if you didn't have the interest in automotive, and if you weren't, interested in working with your hands and everything.